But I also know that having good relationships, they can help me get to a new level. Hey, it's Keith Yackey here, co-founder of the brand Relationships That Pay with my buddy, Brad Lee. Listen, we all know that relationships matter. We all know that in business, in life, relationships are kind of what make this whole thing go around. Some people say relationships are the new economy. Some people say the relationships are the new currency. The bottom line is relationships are what this is all about, no matter how you see it. And it's important for your sex life. It's important for your business life. It's important for your parental life, whether you with your parents or you with your kids. It's just important for your social life. It's important for just good being. And people who rate themselves as happy and fulfilled and loving their life usually score very high on the relationship index. It's what it is. But what I have discovered is that when people are looking to build new relationships with a possible vendor or a joint venture partner or a strategic partner or an actual partner or a love interest or a new stepchild in your family or a new dog, whatever it is, I found that people like to move way too fast. And my question to you is, what are you in such a damn hurry for? See, listen, you got to understand the tenets of attraction are people are attracted to those who are confident and who are actually doing something in their life. They're actually going somewhere. They're actually, they've got something. You know, if you think about the guy-gal relationship, usually women are attracted to men who are successful. It's not just because they have a lot of money, but it's usually because they have influence, they have means, and more typically, or I think even overarching those things, although those things are cool and keen, I think that they see somebody who's on a mission going somewhere. They see somebody who's passionate about something other than them. They see somebody who's driven by a work and they're not just caught up in some romance. They're driven for something and they have confidence in themselves and what they can achieve and what mark they can leave in this world. And so when you're building a business relationship or you're building a relationship with somebody you want to date or hang out with, you got to understand that if you move too quickly, it comes across as too needy. It comes across that you need that situation more than you need anything else. And I don't know of any lady that I've ever been with or that I know, or any guy who's doing business that's looking for somebody who needs them. No, in fact, they're looking for somebody that doesn't need them, that's going somewhere else. So it creates this new opportunity of this new adventure that they've actually never been on with this person that's like, hey, man, I can take you or leave you. I enjoy being with you, but I'm okay if I'm not as well. Those are things that are little nuances that if you join our program, the Relationships That Pay, which I believe is not only the best, but one of the only real true programs that dives into how to build relationships and why you should want to be strategic and intentional and why you should want something from a relationship and how to get that. But you have to be more valuable to that person than whatever they're giving to you in exchange. And so if you go through that program and you learn the tactics and the strategies that we teach, and they are tactical and they are strategic and they will blow your mind. But if you have this needy thing about you, nobody's going to care. And they're going to be like, he's saying all the right things, but something's off. And I'll tell you, I've done this. And I think that's why I might be able to speak with some real specifics here, because my personality is I'm very complimentary. Like, I love to compliment people. If I think a girl's beautiful, I'll just say, hey, man, you're really beautiful. Doesn't mean I necessarily want to be with her or sleep with her or whatever. It's just, hey, I don't have a problem sharing a compliment with somebody. If I see somebody doing cool on the business stuff and I like their stuff, I've listened to their podcast, I have no problem saying, man, I really liked your podcast. But I do it from a place of I'm really comfortable with me and I'm stoked about my life, but I just want you to know that you have benefited and you've added to my life. But sometimes that can come across as a little like aggressive, a little overboard. My wife tells me I'm overboard all the time. It's just the way I am. And I don't necessarily, I just feel, hey, listen, I already know who I am. I know where I'm going. And I know that I don't need any extra people in my life to help me do my thing per se. But I also know that having good relationships socially, business-wise, those types of things, I understand they can help me get to a new level. And so I have to sometimes temper my enthusiasm a little bit, and it goes against kind of the core of who I am, because I just think this is exciting. Aren't you excited? I'm excited. I don't mind telling you I'm excited, because this is just how I roll. So I've been too eager and excited at times in my life in years gone by, rather than just saying, hey man, I'm not in a big rush. And I've been doing some thinking about this lately, because I've thought about some of my closest relationships and how they started. And I think about a relationship with a buddy of mine who I surf with every day. You know, we don't talk about everything all the time. We just talk a little bit about everything a little bit of the time. You know, for us, we surf every day. We spend about an hour, 2 hours out there. So we'll get like 3 or 4 sentences in, a wave will come up and like, hold the thought. And then I'll go catch a wave, and then he'll catch a wave, and they'll come back. And sometimes we don't actually close the thought. We open up a new thought. And then maybe the next day we'll like, hey, remember that thing you said yesterday? I thought about that. And that's just how regular conversations work. Think about your best friend. What do your conversations look like? You open a loop, you open a thread. Oh, did you see the Super Bowl halftime show? Yeah. And then, oh yeah, but did you see your hair? And then now we're talking about hair. Next thing you know, you can go down this whole rabbit hole of hair extensions, and then back to, did you see that tackle? And oh yeah, I knew it. I had a sister that went to school with that guy, and boom, boom, boom. And next thing you know, you're back to the Super Bowl halftime show. Have you noticed that conversations very regularly go like that? If you're building relationships and you want them to pay off monetarily, romantically, familially, just socially, let it take time. It's so much more fun when things develop. So much more fun as things just kind of move along at their own pace, and you watch things happen anyway. Creates a lot more buildup, and it's the payoff's way more fun. So as Keith Cunningham would say, let me reduce this down to a bumper sticker. Don't be in such a goddamn hurry. Take your time, do your thing, continue to become more and more valuable in everything that you do, and watch it come to pass. If you like this video, then go ahead and just hit the subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. If you like it, like it. If you want other people to hear about this and you go, wow, you're not going to believe what this crazy dude's saying, share it. And that way we can continue to get the word out. But ultimately, I shoot these videos to see if they can help you in building relationships, raising private money, helping your own personal relationship, whatever it is. Just understanding people and how things really work from a guy who's been there, done that, fucked it all up, and then figured it out again. Take care.